Hello and welcome back to Cryptid Crush. This is the new and improved version, uh, which I guess has a new UI and some other stuff. We also get to see some other characters, so there's that to look forward to. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to basically either skip or hope that they have like a chapter selecting because my old save, you know, from the one that you guys saw on YouTube, is not here. It doesn't work. So yeah. All that trouble of having to defeat what's-his-face. Anyways, I'm gonna try to see if I can pick up from where we left off, which is where you meet, what's his name? The werewolf? August. Yeah, August. I think it's August. Is it Augustus? No, it's August. Yeah, it's August. So yeah. Well, last we saw, you, a Mothman, a demon, and a guardian cat go to like a radio station, and you end up having to pick a fight with the ghost of the radio station, who doesn't really like the fact that people don't really know him anymore, and that they just go there because, oh, it's haunted. And he ends up possessing the Mothman, but you guys end up exorcising him out. But he is still mad, so he attacks you guys. And the fight is... the first time that I did it was very difficult. The second time that I did it, I found out that either there was a bug or something where you can actually make the dice stop when you wanted it instead of just letting the dice, roll randomly. I hope that they did not fix that because I hate dice games. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, anyways, after that, you manage to defeat the guy, and he ends up possessing the phone, and he's just a little guy. He's a little guy. He just wants friends. And you end up running over August, who happens to be the roommate of the Mothman, who was actually looking for said Mothman because he left somebody alone, and he wasn't supposed to. So yeah, he was pretty pissed. But you knocked him out because you hit him with a car. Oh, and obviously this visual novel is partially, I hope, voiced. If it's fully voiced, then oh, thank God. But I don't have to do anything. But it is partially voiced. Certain characters have certain lines that they have that are voiced, and certain ones I'll have to read out myself as best as I can. So yeah. Anywho, so if you haven't seen the other episodes, I recommend that you watch them before you do this. So without further ado, let us continue. Okay, I think I did it. So this is Chapter 1, The Leviathan Wolves. As you stroll down the sidewalk, you take in the sights of Longhope's main street. Ornate lampposts and old maples dot the boulevard, leading you past buildings and shops. It's all surprisingly quaint, with a few cryptids chatting amongst themselves outside a cafe. One of them, a tall, fuzzy person, waves at you, but you quickly look away. Taro, you never told me Bigfoot was real.
Trust me, the mystique wears off after a few days.
I really hope that I have the voice line audio high enough now that it doesn't peak, but it's not too low, so yeah. This is life-changing. How's this thing that leaves you starstruck? You talk to ghosts. You're pals with a Mothman. A Mothman. You continue on your way, glancing at the map on your phone. Only 2 blocks to go until you hit the medical center. Beep bop! There's a buzz in your pocket, a text message popping up onto your cell screen. It's a text message from Jamie. Hello, Robin. I hope things are faring well. Thank you for the lovely yet chaotic evening. I hardly slept a wink. I do find Taro rather prickly, but a friend of yours is a friend of mine. Maybe we could hang out sometime. I know someone who may be able to patch up your car. I certainly owe it to you. You start to text back, and bonk into a tall, grizzled cryptid carrying several stuffed bags of groceries on each arm, like some sort of power move. Sorry. Hey, you're that one guy, Oz, right? I'm getting major cannibal vibes from that mask. Biting problems? You can't just say stuff like that. Oz leans over and tries to pet the ghost cat, but his hands are full. Determined, Oz shifts the groceries in his arms to free up one of his hands. He sets a bag down on the ground and scratches Taro's fuzzy face. Taro swats back with her claws and hisses. Taro, be nice. She, doesn't normally scratch.
Meow.
This one's an exception. Scooping up his groceries, Oz scrunches his bushy eyebrows and squints, trying to force some semblance of a smile, but it looks off. Yeah. You really don't know what to say. Ah, shoot. Speaking of groceries, we really got a meal prep.
Hmm?
I've been living off coffee, peanut butter, and cereal all week. And now, I gotta fix my car. How am I supposed to pay for that? Jamie says that they know a guy, but can I really trust their judgment? Oz shrugs. I know he means well, but Atlas keeps leading me to dead ends. He just doesn't take this stuff seriously. He poked a werewolf with a stick.
Hmm?
You think August remembers what happened last night?
Uh-huh.
Let's hope not.
Hmm.
Thanks for listening, Oz. Seems I got a lot on my brain. I've never actually seen a cryptid like you before. I mean, moths and ghosts are pretty self-explanatory, but what are you? How's Oz supposed to answer that? Oz steps off the sidewalk into a small empty lot. He grinds the heel of his boot into the ground and drags it through the dirt. It takes a moment before you realize he's spelling something. Howler. You think for a moment. You're a vampire?
Excuse my dear here. Obviously, you're a zombie werewolf.
That doesn't make any sense.
Ugh.
Oz lets out a hoarse wheeze and walks off. He seemed nice. You follow Oz to the Hocus Health Center and Potions and enter to find an unexpectedly cozy atmosphere. As you walk through the shop, you admire the treasures and knickknacks decorating the stuffed shelves.
Meow.
Hello? Anybody home? The front desk is empty and Oz is nowhere to be found. Where'd he go? Perhaps I can help? Hopping across the wood panel floor is a large, stark, white raven. Edith is caring for another patient and left me in charge.
What do we have here?
Who's this pasty white morsel? The name's Thursday, at your service. I take it you're looking for the Wolfman? He's resting in the east wing, through the breezeway. I'm certain he'll be happy to see you. August is here. There's no way that you're ready for that conversation. Totally. Do you have any charms to ward off bad dreams? I got a monster problem. Are you, by chance, referring to the three-eyed cat?
Meow.
I'm not a monster. Ah, well, don't fret, tall one. Edith can craft the perfect charm for that. You go on ahead and I'll let her know what's up. And I'll stay here, where it's safe. Very safe. You go on alone, trudging off to the next building. No big deal. You've talked to people before. You slow to a stop at the last room down the hallway, the room August is cooped up in. There's muffled yelling coming from the other side. Do you listen? Yes, because we're nosy. Snooping. Oh god, I forgot. You have to do this. Roll difficulty 8. I have a +2. Yay. I got a 9.
I wake up this morning and find you're in the hospital. What's wrong with you?
I was in wolf mode.
You don't get to use that excuse on me.
I'm not making excuses. You don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like. I live with you in June.
If you're so unhappy, move out. Go live your life.
Yeah? Who's gonna look after June, huh? God forbid something happens to you.
Stop talking about June. I didn't ask for your help. I don't need your help.
Okay, Mom. Yeah? You sound just like her.
Please don't say that, Hazel.
Okay, sorry. Jeez.
No, it's all right. I shouldn't have yelled.
I've gotta go to class. Let me know when you check out.
You hear the sound of footsteps coming towards the door. Storming out of the room is a young woman with wild red hair and a black beanie. You walk up to August's room and knock on the door. You hear a loud crash and the sound of claws slipping on tile. Girl? Huh? You feel like you're interrupting something. Hey, I wanted to say hi and apologize for running you over. Heh, don't worry. I was already a wreck. You frown. Just, tell me you didn't hear all that. You'd rather not admit that you were listening on a private conversation. Lying a bit. Oh god. I have a negative one now. Reroll. Yay, yeah. I have another one right. Yay, I did it. Nope. I'm guessing that was your sibling? Little sister, yeah. She's got a lot on her plate with school and family stuff. I can imagine. Have you seen Atlas? Was he with you? Yeah, he stayed over at my place.
Man.
I guess this was the last straw. Especially after that Stroganoff incident. The what? You choose to keep that thought to yourself. Atlas doesn't want to listen to me. What should I do? I don't think that would work. And we're talking about the Mothman, Don't overthink it. I mean, he kind of seems pretty chill, like he probably doesn't care or mind. Why not pull them aside and communicate your expectations as roommates? I'm sure it'd make the both of you feel better. Talking would be good, yeah. Thanks.
So, do you need something?
August backs away, eyeing the nearby window. I was in the area, so I thought I'd check in.
I appreciate it. I should be heading home before lunch.
That fast? I gotta get out of here before the doctor comes back. Oz? No, the mean one. This morning she chased me with needles. Sounds like you have a lot to worry about. I guess. It seems you're both at an impasse. Not sure what to say next. So you're a werewolf, huh? Are you single? Are you ready to mingle? Gah! I knew you would ask. You weren't supposed to find out like this. I could have been all aloof and mysterious. Gosh, what happened last night? Huh? What werewolf? That's just a myth. But no, I ruined it day one. Is lycanthropy some kind of game to this guy? Well, you are living in a town of monsters, so it's no mystery that you'd be one too. Besides, You look so cute. With all that orange fluff. You're adorable. No way. You get out of here. I'm being serious. August tears the clinic room window open and leaps out. Huh. You walked out into the hall. You're back in one piece. So how did it go? It went alright. I still feel kinda bad, but August didn't seem to care. About getting crushed by 2 tons of force? Yeah. It was kinda awkward. Did Thursday send you? Yeah, I got bored. Oz won the staring contest. Taro's fur bristles. Though I sense something's amiss. Wait here.
Looks like you fetched everything we need.
Indeed.
Did anyone see you? You better have kept your mouth shut. Shoot. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Did you contact the others?
Yes. And now, we wait.
Hmm? Saturday night.
What are you talking about?
It's nothing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing, huh? Then what's going on this weekend?
Ozzy. Get her.
No! Don't get me!
Just kidding. Ozzy wouldn't hurt anybody, right, big guy?
Eh, whatever. You're all the worst. What are you doing? All scrambles backwards as you approach. Howdy, human. You're the one who put the Wolfman in the hospital, huh? That's brutal. Not on purpose. It was a freak accident. No need to be bashful. I understand. This town must be awfully dangerous for a human. With us monsters lurking around. Are you really a doctor? I'm wearing the coat, aren't I? Anyways, I'm Edith, and this is my shop. I don't trust her. But Madhouse trusts her, I think. So, a little birdie told me that you were having nightmares. That's me. Here, this should help. Edith tosses you a twinkly charm bracelet made of beads. It's tacky as hell, but you can tell that it was made with care. Isn't it cute? I love making these things. I like it. Thanks. Ugly. Look, kitty cat, I know it's kitschy, but that thing's a travel-sized protection charm. What does that do? Well, it's a charm that protects you. How much do I owe you? Let's just say that you owe me a favor. Money doesn't do much for me. Oh, alright, if you're sure. Speak for yourself, Edith. I love money. Oz nods in agreement. Ignore them. Thursday thinks anything shiny is gold. Oz, well, who knows? So you three work together? We're associates. Youch, what's it? You just have to ask. What's between you two, really? What's with the name Thursday? Why are you helping me? He hatched on a Thursday. I could have sworn it went deeper than that. Nope. You were 2 hours away from being a Friday. You're both terrible with names. Seriously though, you better get out of here. This is cutting into my lunch break. Aye, boss. Your Wolfman escaped. Don't word it like that. Taro, what happened back there? You seem startled. Edith sicked her lapdog on me. Seriously? Don't worry, he didn't stand a chance against me. You're adorable. So, where's Mike? I was hoping he'd make the first move. You tap the screen of your phone and it flicks to green. I chickened out. Chickened out? I can't face Edith. I look like a boiled legume. Aw, don't say that. Would she even recognize you? Probably not. But forget it. Who cares? Relax, you just ditched your job. Change is bound to be scary. Why do you think I nap all the time? Because you're a cat? No, it's because the world's exhausting. You'll figure things out. And no, you're not a boiled legume. You're a tennis ball. Thanks. Let's keep walking. You pass through the empty city square and come to a stop in front of a tall, red, bricked building. Through the glass doors and catch a glimpse of a figure dressed in a brightly colored cloak pushing a cart full of books through the lobby. Cute. They've got a library. Don't be fooled. Libraries are treacherous labyrinths. Without a specific goal in your heart, you'll be lost in a maze of books. Bad experience? Nah, I've never actually been here. Then let's check it out. Entering the lobby, you're welcomed by a hushed peace and contemplative quiet. The front desk is tucked off to the side, unmanned. To the other side is a framed map of the library's layout. The map makes it appear much larger than the outside world would lead you to believe. So, where to first? The town archives. No Minotaur can find us in there. They might have an article about me. You'd have to be relevant for that. Tch. You walk down a set of stairs to a dark, sectioned-off area labeled Archives. Shelves line the small space. A table rests in the center of the room covered in scattered papers, notebooks, and diaries. Looks like somebody had the same idea. Yeah, and they left a mess. Let's take a look around and maybe put some things back? I'm on it. You sort through the books and papers on the table, and several things catch your eye, first of which being an open newspaper. The O'Malley Monster, a menace on campus. As if finals week couldn't get any worse, there's been reports of monsters roaming the school grounds. Not just any monster, but a wild-eyed, ragged beast with iron teeth and a wail like a tornado siren. One student claims that they saw muddy handprints track throughout the co-ed dorms. Campus security brushed it off as a lost black bear. But, last I checked, bears don't have dorm keys. The professors are scared, freshmen are petrified, and the howling hasn't stopped. How is anybody supposed to wrap up fall semester with the monster running amok? Want my take? This is some elaborate prank by some loser looking for attention. Try not to give it to them. You turn the page and see a rough photograph of a monster peering out from behind a half-open window. Focus. Roll difficulty 4. So I have a +3, which means I just need a 1? Okay. You return to the main pile, checking if anything else might interest you. Werewolf and the New Magics, Citizens of the Underworld. And check your phone. Werewolves. Star marks, known as etches, are a magical tattoo inked onto a werewolf's skin. The most common place for an etch is between the shoulders or the forearms, acting as a shock guard and easing the physical strain of a lunar curse. This magic is without pushback, however. Some werewolf take issue with the etching, claiming it reduces endurance needed to shift, causing a clear head under the effects of the moonlight is considered a feat of strength. A shaggy fur coat easily masks these markings, making it difficult to tell who's the real lycanthrope. Okay. So I need a 6, but I have a +3. Let's see. Citizens of the Underworld. Aha! A hefty textbook catches your eye. A black tome etched with gold and red thread. A lucky find. You pluck the black book off the shelf and admire the handiwork. The face of a large bat, jaws agape, is delicately embroidered on the tome's face. The edge of each page dyed a shiny red. Citizens of the Underworld. Devils are considered a high-class, halty demon subtype. Much like their vampire counterparts, devils hunger for life force and tend to keep to themselves. Unlike vampires, however, devils are known for their horns and wings. Both requiring proper care and, with the right tools, can be styled. Gold horn etchings and antler jewelry are rather popular among the younger devils. Do be careful. If a horn is snapped, the break is painful and permanent. The book yanks itself out of your hands and slams shut. Ooh, I need an 8 this time. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Humans talk. They talk a lot. And whether it be by their own volition or a cacophony of wills, someone is bound to listen. Most revel in the act of playing the part. It's why they're here after all, while others choose to flee, ultimately rejecting the wishes of humankind and living cut off from the world. These outsiders are called cryptids, elusive anomalies shaped by the world's whispers, perhaps born from a dying god's prayer or a tear in reality. Oh, right. You're gonna reply to Jamie's text. You respond with a simple smiley face and a thumbs up, keeping things short and sweet. All tidy. Gah! You look around and find all the papers and journals have been neatly tucked away. Oh, hey. Did you put them back in the right spots? Nope. So did you find any articles on me? No luck. Bummer. Guess it was worth a shot. If that's what's important to you, why not ask the librarian? True. All we've got to do is find them. Somewhere. I'll scout on ahead. Taro fades out of view, leaving you to wander the library aimlessly. Madhouse was right. You're totally lost in this labyrinth of a library. You know, I tried writing a book once. I thought it'd be a great way to get thoughts out of my head, but I couldn't hold a pencil. You give Madhouse a sad look. No, it's cool. That's how I got my telekinetic power. Ghosts don't have that ability from the start?
A spectre derives their power through dissonance, so I'd imagine it'd take years for a skill like that to manifest. Oh, not to pry, of course.
Whoa!
Who the heck are you?
Why, I'm the librarian. You can call me the Goatma'am.
There you are. I thought we'd be trapped wandering here forever. You got lost? I knew I should have required emergency whistles on entry. Sorry about that. I haven't gotten around to updating today's map. Can I help you with anything? What do you mean today's map? This building loves scrambling its layout on the daily, which makes our jobs an absolute nightmare. But I live for the challenge. Yes. Mwahaha. No, worldly magic can dissuade me. So don't hesitate to ask for directions. Gotcha. What else can you tell me about ghosts? Most specters love passively wreaking havoc. Quietly, but just enough to irritate you. But if you manage to befriend one, they're great for countering the summer heat. And they glow in the dark when they're happy. Isn't that adorable? Gosh, I'm a little jealous. What are you? Why, I am a dreadful and fearsome devil. You can tell by my lovely wings and horns. Or what's left of them anyway. Isn't Jamie a devil? I think so.
Let me guide you rascals back to the front desk.
Goatma'am takes you through the library, ducking and weaving through the aisles. She's fast. Psst, would you ask the nice lady how to get my body back? Your body? Ew, not that one. Sure, I'm desperate, but not enough to warrant crimes against nature. Well, if we had enough toothpicks, I could sculpt you something out of lime jelly. You do that for me? Goatma'am, how would a rogue ghost go about regaining, let's say, their limbs?
Necromancy's out of my jurisdiction, dear.
Not like that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is there a way to, like, glue him back together? Well, the best thing one can do is strive to find peace and move on. Not happening, Granny. Is it not a spirit's goal to find eternal rest? You should take this time to reflect. Never mind. Get me a necromancer. Aw, aren't you the silly one?
Let me get you kids some helpful pamphlets.
Strolling out of the library, you flit through the pamphlets the Goatma'am gave you. Existence for Geeks, Phantom Hunger Pains, Share the Abyss, Life in Ectoplasm. These are all terrible. Actually, open the last one. It sounds interesting. You unfold the Ectoplasm pamphlet, and Mike begins quietly reading over your shoulder. Let's find a place to sit and read these. Now I'm invested. I think we passed a cafe back there. Perfect. The ghost blips back into your phone, leaving you to turn around and nod along, skimming through self-improvement for the undead. Entering the cafe, you're greeted with the sharp air of roasted coffee and funky choral music that doesn't suit the atmosphere at all. Not that you're one to judge, everyone has their odd music tastes. You're just here for a chair and a bite to eat. Are you in line? Standing towards the counter is a bundled up cryptid hunched over a tiny coffee cup, dressed in layers of warm clothing and a fuzzy hat to match. It takes a moment for them to muster up a feeble reply. I was hoping to change my order, but I think Longhope's coffee is just bad. Noticing another customer's finally stopping by, the droning music suddenly cuts to a peppy folk playlist.
Welcome. What would you like to order? Abyssal cold brew is half off.
Jamie? The towering demon freezes up on the spot and their cheeks flush a bright blue.
No. Please, look away.
Oh.
Begone, human.
Gaze not upon my wretched form. You mean your work uniform? Precisely. I am but a worm in this state. Hey, if it's too awkward, I can come back when you're on lunch break. No, I must be strong. I'll have a chai latte and a croissant. You could save $2 if you ordered an Abyssal cold brew. Sure, if you recommend it. No, it tastes very, very bad. How about an ice cream tea? Great choice. You get your croissant and handcrafted beverage, eager to take a sip. With great anticipation, you take a drink. And gag. It's horrible. It tastes like the vacuum of space slathered with the Mariana's Trench. This isn't what I ordered. I believe you ordered an Abyssal green tea. No, Abyssal? It's where we source our ingredients. Ugh. What if I made you a drink that's off menu? I insist. Okay, just don't get in trouble. That's part of the fun. You nudge the drink aside while Jamie heads back behind the counter. Car batteries! Pardon? If you took some jumper cables and hooked me to a car battery, that'd be just a jolt. I need to get my powers back. Are you trying to electrocute me? No. Why would I want to do that? Who knows? Come on. I wouldn't put you in harm's way. Tell that to your one fanboy. Ouch. Gosh, you're brutal. I'm being honest, you know. I don't want you to think that you're off the hook here, slimeball. And a cute nickname. Does that mean I get to call you Meatball? No, seriously. You got a lot of work to do. What? Whatever. Jeez, what's his problem? It's like he wants conflict. Back in the kitchen, the devil's brewing something truly unholy. And, sure, they'll throw in a roasted veggie panini on the side. They search their heart, and the perfect recipe comes to mind. Prismatic tea of unknown hues, tincture of divine truths, Dagon's primordial brew. Trinkleman's, oh god. So I have to roll a 9. Oh, there we go. With an idea in place, they get to work. Their hands move masterfully as they concoct the otherworldly beverage, carefully crafting a brew to suit a mortal's palate. Here. Jamie slides a cup across the counter. Hope you enjoy. The drink looks more like a cosmic sludge that feels a bit too alive and bouncy. It refracts various bright colors as light glints off the surface. It doesn't feel like a drink that should exist, let alone be consumed by people. You look up at Jamie, who stares back at you expectantly. Surely if they're confident in it, you should be too. What flavor is this? It's sweet? No, it's savory. Each sip brings out a different flavor. It's overwhelming yet enlightening. I have no idea what I'm drinking, but I think I like it. I'm glad it didn't melt your brain. You give Jamie your thanks and leave the cafe. You head outside and find the perfect bench to rest upon. With sustenance in hand, you decide to crack open the trove of pamphlets you were given. Each of them seemed to be about self-defense. Kind of strange that the Goatma'am's first thought would be on how to use your brain, guts, and occult to kick ass, but to each their own. Maybe you could use these if anything like that madhouse debacle happens again. You could take a nap right about now. Maybe ghosts do leech on the life force. It'll explain why those two are so clingy. Leaning back, you fold your arms and bow your head, letting your eyes flutter closed. It's nice feeling needed, even if it's for cat food. There you are! Speak of the devil herself. Taro. You left me to rot. That googly-eyed goat wouldn't stop asking me questions. Oh, a three-eyed cat? I never heard of a guardian Niangle. May I hold your little paws? Not with those creepy mage hands. Ah, no. I'm sorry for wandering off without you, Taro. I figured you'd want to go off and do your own thing. Typically, yes, but on my own terms. Now carry me. You scoop up Taro and give Atlas a call. He's always been your go-to guy for anything, really. I'm at the bridge. Yeah, I stopped by the clinic. I think he went home. Okay, I'll see you there. The bundled up cryptid catches your eye. They seem lost in thought, gazing out across the water, feeling a twinge of worry. You quickly cross the street and call out. You alright? The stranger digs around and pulls out a chunk of granite stone. Tied around a stone is a string of woven green clovers. I'm tossing rocks. He hoists it up and tosses it off the bridge, watching it plummet before plunking into the water. You want to try? The cryptid offers you a mossy rock wrapped in grass and yellow wildflowers. Why exactly? He tosses another stone, this one wrapped in twine and maple leaves. There's a goddess sleeping at the mouth of the river. So I'm trying to wake her up. I've got questions. That's a relief. How do you know she's down there? She tore a chunk out of me down in the bay. Apologies, ma'am, but froglets are off the menu. This town's seriously backwards. Oh, you thought he was joking. Sorry. I'm still getting used to life here. The name's Robbie. You can keep the rock. Ah, are you new? Very new. I washed up on the beach like a piece of soggy driftwood. That's a real fairy tale entrance. Maybe fate brought you here? Croak. Urgh. Sorry. I suppose that'd make me a frog prince. I thought you were a fish. A monster either way. You just have to ask. Where are you from? Cape Ann. Which is roughly 3 gazillion miles away. So, no matter how you spin it, I shouldn't be here. Unless you're an astral projection? Blech, don't even joke about that junk. So, what's your plan now? Hitch a ride out of town, find a nice pond, and hibernate till the spring. Do cryptids generally hibernate? Robbie wheezes a strained laugh. Cryptids? Is that what the folks call us? Like, I'm some kind of space alien? I figured it was an umbrella term. That's hilarious. And not at all like what they call us back home. Which is... Eek! Get away, you monster! That's terrible. Psst, it doesn't bother me. Or that's what I would say if it didn't actually bother me. Well, I think you're a pretty cool frog prince. Do you have a place to stay? I'm squatting in some greenhouse I found. The humidity's easy on the gills. The two of you gaze out over the river, hoping some water-breathing dragon would burst out from the waves, but nothing happens. With a curt nod, Robbie departs.
Heya!
What's up? I was wondering when you'd show up. What's up?
I think we discovered a new type of possession.
Oh yeah?
I'll call it Paranormal Poisoning. Complete with alliteration. Cool, right?
By the name alone, I'm guessing it's some sort of supernatural leak that bleeds into someone else's life essence. Bingo! You're pretty sharp. I made that up. Oh. Don't screw with me. Okay, continue. I'm listening. So, paranormal poisoning is an absolute possession, but rather a weaker indirect influence. Like keeping a haunted doll by your bedside. Or drinking a can of haunted soda. You got it! How'd you figure this out? Taro, can your buddy and I talk in private? What? You two need some alone time? I'm just teasing. You two get along now. I'll meet you back home, human. Oh, and she's gone. What do you want to tell me? Well, when I close my eyes, this happens. Atlas squeezes his eyes shut, and when he opens them, there's a sharp green with a faint glow. I'm sure it'll wear off soon, but I've been keeping an eye on it. You're still possessed? Atlas, how are you functioning? Willpower, baby. I'm taking you to the doctors right now. I'm calling poison control. No, chillax. Let's not pass up this glorious opportunity. I gotta show you what I can do with this first. Fine, but I'm not happy about it.
Booyah!
I knew you'd understand. I'm gonna lose it. So, wanna join me and look around town? Look for what? My buddy Lex! He owes me 20 bucks. I actually don't care about the money. That part was a joke. So, you wanna come with? Sure. It'll be good to catch up.
Great! Let's go!
How's the Atlas household? We're doing good. I'm in the middle of negotiating a family chore chart. No, I mean back home. Homesickness, roll difficulty 5. So I need to roll a 6 actually, since I have a -1. Yay. With your dad? Ah. I just needed to leave. What happened? I thought your dad was cool. I had a vision, like a bad one. Did you tell Atticus about it? That's the thing. I think he was the... I shouldn't dwell on it. This is the Mothman we're talking about. So, what about you? How are you liking your new home? What happened to your dad? What happened to your dad? Huh? Nothing happened. It's a vision. Besides, this isn't something that you should worry about. You're nosier than I am. Atlas, if something's bothering you, you can talk to me, man. Look, it's better with me out of the picture. Atlas, come on! I'm bad luck. No, you're not. Buzz. Pardon me. Atlas turns away and plucks his phone out of his neck fluff. Phew, it's just August. Atlas, where were you?
Jeez, could you talk any louder? Slept in. Yeah, I was gonna call you. Do you need a change of clothes? Alright, I'll be home for dinner, okay?
Sorry about that. Dude, I can't believe you're living with him.
Jealous?
A tiny bit. You and I are neighbors. That's basically planet roommates. This is true. Besides, I'd be a terrible roommate for you. I'm loud, I hardly sleep, and I'm like super grouchy. But those are things that I like about you. Yeah, because you're not living with me. True.
Seriously, you're looking for my dumbass brother, not me. I don't know you squat. So get lost before I kick your ass, old man.
Oh god, is this a fight?
Hey, Hazel!
Huh? What do you want? Looks like we come full circle, huh, Oz?
You're conspiring with the enemy.
The what? The enemy. So, what do you want, Feathers? You're gonna be late for dinner. I'm staying at a friend's place. Did you let August know? Nah, he can shove it. Aw, jeez. What happened? Gus was a total unapologetic crybaby at the hospital. Freaked at me for being worried about his flat ass. It's ticking me off. He seemed pretty on edge when I stopped by. Jeez, I'm glad I don't have siblings. Most of us aren't so lucky. Gah, that's not true. I'm just annoyed. I getcha. Sometimes Robin and I argue, but we always work it out. Usually. So you're Robin. I've heard a lot about you. We can talk to Gus together. Then you can blame everything on me. Thanks, bro. Hazel walks away. She called me bro. Hee.
Hey,
I'm gonna head home. But thanks for today. And for letting me crash at your place. Atlas zips up into the air and soars away. You wrap up the day with a nature walk around the lake. Strolling behind your apartment, you follow a footpath cutting through the thick brush leading down to the water. The sun begins to set over the mountains. You hear the waves lap against the shore and feel a cold breeze nip your ears. The temperature certainly drops around nightfall. You walk around the rocky shore, taking in the scenery as you go. Maybe it's nature's charm talking to you, but you feel at peace. A pair of leather boots sits at the water's edge, a rolled up piece of paper poking out of one of the shoes. You wander over and examine the misplaced gear. Did somebody lose these? You lean down and snatch the parchment out of the boot. Unfolding the makeshift scroll, you realize it's a torn page from a wordy textbook. Certain passages are circled in red pen. It's no treasure map, rather a passage describing aquatic monsters across the world. This could be a clue, your adventurous spirit declares, hastily crafting a wild story behind these misplaced boots. Kersploosh! With a gasp, you see a sleek, shimmering emerald tail breach the water. You scramble for your phone. There's no way that's a whale. It's got to be her. How'd she stray so far from home? Does she look like the picture books? The tail sways a moment before sinking back into the waves. With a wistful sigh, you stuff your hands in your coat pockets and head back. After returning home, Atlas tucks himself away in the attic to work away at the broken down radio. Some time passes and soon after there's a knock at the Mothman's door. I saved you a plate in the fridge since you didn't come down for dinner. Oh, sorry, I lost track of time. What are you doing? Trying to get this freaking radio to work. Want me to take a crack at it? You'll break it. August sits on the edge of Atlas's bed, folds his arms behind his head, and falls back onto the comforter. You're probably right. I'm sorry about last night. I should have stayed with you when you were hurt. It's okay. I was rather unpleasant back there. August seems hesitant, his words hiding what he's really feeling. You think you could run some errands while I'm out tomorrow? I need you to pick up some fabric, then swing by the pharmacy for me. Sounds boring. Consider it a second chance after last night's kerfuffle. I mean, it is kinda, sorta, slightly your fault for trusting the scatterbrain. Don't say that, Atlas. Sorry. I like having you around. You just gotta step it up. Set a good example. So no more all-nighters, got it? Yeah, sure. When you wear shirts that actually fit. Haha. Now come downstairs. June wants to show you the jigsaw puzzle that she's been working on. Hey, Gus. August glances over his shoulder at Atlas, holding out the portable radio on his wings. Could you, fix this, please? I'll see what I can do. The two make their way downstairs. You return home and are greeted by a happy Taro. You scratch under the cat's chin and she rubs her face against your open palm. Following your usual evening routine, you fix yourself dinner and settle down for the night. Finally, in bed, you find yourself twiddling the charm bracelet between your fingers you had been gifted. You roll onto your back and examine the wooden beads. I wonder if this thing will actually work. You tuck the charm under your pillow. Taro floats down and tucks her little paws under her belly, her third eye staying wide open as she dozes off. Some time passes and a voice cuts through the dark.
Hey, you still awake?
Yeah. What's on your mind? So, I was thinking. I bet you I was a musician before all this. A real star chasing his dreams on the West Coast. I fought sleazy managers, threw parties and... Dude, you were probably a prom DJ before Elkhorn Station. I would never. You snicker. What about you? What pays the trespassing fines? I worked at an electronics store, then part-time at some seasonal haunted house. Also, I've never been caught, so shush. Haunted house, huh? What? You like a theater kid or something? Band kid. I played the violin. Oh my gosh, me too! Probably. What did you play? Oh, you know Madhouse is a bass guitar guy. 'Cause the sky's the limit when you're making shit up. You really don't remember anything? Nothing outside the station. But that's okay. I feel like we're close to a breakthrough here. I had fun today. So, thanks. Night, band geek. Good night, rock star. You finally drift off to sleep. You sit alone on the far end of your old, overgrown yard, staring out into the woods past the overgrowth. You hug your knees to your chest and wipe tears from your eyes, sniffling. Hey! A pair of bright red eyes peer out from the bushes ahead. You don't respond. What's up? Nothing. Ducking and weaving through the bush is Atlas, looking rather scrappy in his overalls and torn open boots. Do you like my new shoes? They don't fit. Exactly. It's so that I can still grab stuff. Atlas picks up a stick between his talons and swishes it around. Wanna see me draw? Okay. The moth drags the stick through the dirt and scrawls something out, all the while standing on one foot. Ta-da! You look down at the ground and see two shakily drawn stick figures holding hands. One figure has big eyes and feelers. You and me? Atlas looks rather proud of himself. You're just trying to make me feel better. Is it working? What's the matter? Nobody believes me. Believes what? That you're real. Everyone says, ooh, you're playing pretend. That's just your imaginary friend. The photo. Didn't you take my picture? It's too blurry. Hopping across the ground, Atlas flops onto the fallen log next to you. Sounds like you need more proof. He digs around and plucks a feather from his neck fluff. This should do the trick. A feather? Everybody's gonna think that you're a crow. You hear leaves rustling, heavy footsteps marching through the dense forest behind you. Huh? Who's there? You look back and see Atlas is gone. Your backyard, the forest, everything is gone. Wake up! Towering over you is a gruff, long-haired stranger dressed in a white t-shirt and slacks. A piece of copy paper with a squiggly face scribbled in marker is taped on its face, acting as some lousy mask. Oz? What are you doing in my dream? The intruder claps a hand on his chin and peels the paper off his face. Bad disguise. The Howler hoists you up into his burly arms. His hands are rough and his forearms are etched with tattoos. Watch your head. Oz tosses you like a trash bag and you fall out of bed. And that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. This is actually day 1 of chapter 1, I guess? I forgot what it said. I think it was chapter 1, but yeah, this is day 1. So yeah, we got to see August, and he's not all werewolfy. He's still werewolfy, but he's less aggressive. Still just as cute, even though he flew out the window. And we also got to meet his sister, who's a little prickly, but it's probably just teenage angst and, you know, just overprotective brother and stuff. Also, nice to see that August and Atlas sort of not worked it out, but, you know, they've reached an understanding. Hopefully Atlas doesn't, you know, mess it up again, you know? Poor August, you know, he just wants a reliable roommate, you know? It's a nice roommate, just be a little bit more reliable. He just wants his sister to be okay too. Anyways, we also met the librarian, the Goatma'am instead of Goatman. And I guess she broke her horns. She's a demon. The horns broke because she had like little like translucent horns, and then she's also using translucent hands, which I guess are called mage hands. So she doesn't use her hands, or she doesn't have them. So she's using so she's using magic hands. Nice to see that. Mike is kind of, settling down a little. He's not being so mean anymore. I'm assuming it's because he actually just wants his body, or at least wants a body. He can't possess anyone. He doesn't really have his power, so perhaps he just wants... He wants his memories, his brain, his life back. We also met the little frog monster dude. It's kind of cute, I guess. Still like August more. It's a werewolf. I like werewolves more. Yeah. So anyways, write down in the comments what you thought of this update. And I didn't really see any new UI changes. I mean, let me see if I can find them right now. What's this? Oh, this is just the credits. I don't see any UI changes. I mean, I guess the menu is different. Like, is this different? I don't remember. I remember this looks the same, kind of. I don't remember. Anyways, so yeah, we don't have Madhouse as the background menu thing anymore. It's not actually moving anymore, is it? No, it isn't. Instead, I guess the background will change depending on where you are at the moment. But yeah. Anyways, so thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Cryptid Crush yourself, you can find it over on itch. And I will link down for the Cryptid Crush Twitter page, which should have a direct link to it. I will also link down for their Patreon, and you'll get early access. You'll get earlier access because this took a while to come out. I guess because it does have voicing or voice acting, it does take a while because you have to get them to read their lines. You have to listen to the lines. You have to see if they can redo the lines if they did them wrong, or maybe like edit them a little, etc., etc. See if they work in the story, edit the thing. But yeah, so it takes a little bit longer. This isn't the only visual novel that does have voicing. There's another one called Chord Progression, which I am on the fence about reading because the main character is a little too horny for my taste. And they did release the first official build, but only for Patreon, so as soon as they release it public and I see if they change the main character a little bit, I might read it. But yeah. But that one will have voice acting, and I know at least one of the people doing one of the voices. Well, I am acquainted with one of them. I do not know them. But yeah. So, also they have a Discord and they have a website. So, if you want to discuss Cryptid Crush, go onto their Discord. But yeah, anyways, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.